everybody. My name is Shortline Kate 19, and well, this has been a long time coming. Let me get off the let me go ahead and get off the starting soon screen. I can speak English. We got the SimCity 4 soundtrack in the background today. Hopefully it isn't too loud. Hello Gam, welcome in. You're the only one here so far. At least I think. Poppy finally followed me, so thank you, Poppy. He has made art for me in the past, so I appreciate it. But yes, you may notice that I am not actually on screen right now, and that's because I have evolved. As you see, I have... The previous short line was all fine, all good, you know, pretty cool. But we got the new model. We got the new block upgrade. Hello, Luna, bear. Yes, I miss my baby bear. But we got the new version. We got the new block upgrade that's recently come out. You know, ready for launch in about like 30 seconds. So I guess we might as well. Bear is excited for the new model. Yes, he is. I miss Bear. I miss my baby bear so much. This also means that when Dogcam comes back, I need a second webcam, because I'm currently using my webcam for face tracking. But, let's go ahead and do the thing! Hello! Hello, everybody! Nope, I turned off my hat. Okay, I'm still not used to, I'm still not used to the frickin'... I have various toggles, as you can see. Hello, yes! Yay, I'm real now. Thank you, Spud. Very cool. Wait, no, okay. 3D Shortline is now official. Yes, I am now 3D. Thank you to the one, the only... He's not here right now, because I think it's, like, midnight in Spain, although not that would, like, prevent him from watching at all. This is thanks to the one, the only Takumi Kuno. Welcome to the 3D world, yes! We got the new emotes. I do gotta update my channel channel intro now that I am 3D. You know what that means? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Oh, stretch? Okay, I can stretch. The tracking is a bit weird. But yes, I am stretching right now. Hold up, if I, like, rock back and forth. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, the Amtrak game! I was actually, speaking of the Amtrak game, I was actually looking at, well, it's not Amtrak, it's more Mark, but I was looking at, old photos of, like, the Brunswick line when it was still, you know, the Baltimore, Ohio, and then, like, chassis system and whatnot, because I kind of want to model a B&O commuter train, like, circa 1971, where it's just, like, one locomotive and a single car. But let's go ahead. I don't have any, like, fancy transitions at this point. I literally plunked my model into... I literally just plunked my model into my existing thing, and now I'm here. Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna play the Amtrak game. And the rules, by the way, it's gonna be blindingly obvious when I look over at my other monitor. Because I have my main monitor, which is right here, and then I have my side monitor, which is right here, which is normally where, like, OBS and stuff is. And then this is where I put up Railroader. But, let's go ahead and get up the Amtrak tracker. Gam votes for Coast Starlight. So the Amtrak game is as follows. I get 2 guesses, and normally whoever's with me, but it's just me. I have 2 guesses to guess the latest train on Amtrak relative to its schedule. This is totally not something I stole from Ellis and the Terminus podcast, but that's besides the point. You know what? I'm gonna guess either City of New Orleans or California Zephyr. You vote for Coast Starlight and Hiawatha. Okay, let's take a gander, as you can see. Okay, so I'm immediately wrong on both counts because both the California Zephyr and the City of New Orleans are doing perfectly fine. The Canadian to Toronto. Data not available? Okay. Well, that just left, so... Hiawatha is just a random Hiawatha train? That's the Borealis. There's a Hiawatha, that's fine. There's another, oh, it's the Pure Marquette. Southwest Chief, 4 hours, 21 minutes late coming into Chicago, but it's literally just left LaGrange, so it's almost there. Let's see, we got the Coast Starlight, which is 4 hours, 57 minutes late into Seattle, past Chalmette, Oregon, on the Neutron cutoff here. We got a San Joaquin, which is 1 hour 31 minutes late to Bakersfield out of Antioch, California. Coast Starlight to Los Angeles, 3 hours, 3 minutes late out of Salinas. Anything on the East Coast? No. Amtrak seems to be having a good day on the East Coast up here. So is the latest train's the Coast Starlight to Seattle, so none of us got it right. Oh wait, no, Gam, you got it right. So you actually won. So... Oh yeah, there's also the Mardi Gras is now on here. So that's nice. This is like a brand new service that just started. And then, is the Cardinal running today? No, it's not. Okay. And then Next Gen Acela is... Does it show a difference between normal Acela and Next Gen Acela? Oh, yes, it does. Next Gen Acela to Boston. Okay, that's doing well. Alright, so that's the Amtrak game for you. Let me go ahead, get myself up back here, because... let me actually bring over, because I'm using VC Face. I did download Warudo, but that's, I don't have the time to figure that out. Okay, so, I have various toggleables. The obvious one is the hat. I can take the hat off, so I can just be, you know, normal short line. But I like to keep the hat on because it's my character. This is default, obviously, the default position. And then I got laughing, so when I'm laughing, I got angry, I guess, or slightly depressed. What is this actually called? Hello, Rizwan, welcome in! Oh my gosh, Pouch! Hello, Pouch. I had no idea you weren't following me. Our favorite mimic, yes. Hope you're doing well. I got happiness, and then I also got sad, and my modeler decided that when I am sad, I should also be smelly, because foxes are smelly creatures, as they say. But... Ooh, hello, yes, yes. Now, I am actually fully 3D. Bear with me, because I'm still trying to figure out... Oop. Let me zoom out. How far can you actually zoom out in this thing? But you can zoom out pretty far. But yes, I'm in the woods, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a random photo that I took when I was walking my dogs in the woods like 3 years ago, and I've just used it forever since. But yeah, this is the model. I don't think it has... Unlike Hit Streamer Removed Rain, I do actually have legs. I don't know why that's just the in-joke. And if I do actually put this in Naruto and do get full body tracking, I do believe that actually does come with the model, but I just don't have that right now. So it is future-proofed, which is nice. So, but yeah, I'm very happy. I am super I'm super happy. It's a long time coming. This is a mid-poly, as you can see. I originally wanted to go with high poly, but then I realized high poly is not only A, expensive, and B, I kind of wanted to do something different. I actually kind of like the mid-poly one. So, are you able to cosplay as your model IRL? I don't know how I'd be able to do that. I mean, certain aspects of it, sure. Um, I've never really like done any cosplay, I guess you could say. Um, there is. People are posting in the Railroader chat. Holy Seaboard. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring that up in a moment because it's legitimately impressive. But, mid poly is peak. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I have considered. The joke with me in real life is that I am like a knockoff Bob Dylan. That's apparently what people call me. When I was younger and before I grew out my hair, people used to say I look like Adam Sandler, which I hated Adam Sandler. Which, I mean, Adam Sandler's fine, but when I was a kid, people would call me that, and I really hated it. And now people just call me Bob Dylan, which I take as a compliment. One person did say I look like Jim Crochet once, which, I mean, I like Jim Crochet. He's one of my favorite, like, musicians, but I don't really see it. So, however, apparently I'm very conducive to cosplaying the most wholesome character in all of fiction, which of course is Lieutenant Colonel Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist. I would make a joke, but I don't want to spoil it. You should just go and watch. Apparently I would, I think I would make a good him. And then I do want to, next time TG comes to a convention near me, I would like to go as a character from Scent just to surprise her. I don't know who yet. I'd have to think about that. Now my model does actually have a bit of a Scent reference. As you can see, I changed the whites of the eyes to be yellow, which is actually a reference to Tsunka and Scent. So, which you should go read. You should go read it because it's peak fiction. What the heck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Holy Seaboard. My friend, I'm in the way. My friend, Eastrail 111, he's at his club right now, Model Rared Club, and he just has a bunch of Seaboard stuff. It's... I disappeared. Sorry. Bear with me while I get used to everything. I'm kind of sad I don't really look like a lot of the major characters from my favorite series, which is surprising because it has a lot of important characters. Listen. Go as... Just be John Lennon. Simple as. Or Squidward. I don't know. Seaboard Squad indeed. You know what? I'm just gonna keep being happy because I'm very happy. I already did John Lennon. We'll do it again. Find like someone who looks like Ringo Starr, George Harrison, and Paul McCartney, and then just go in like the rooftop concert getup. I've been listening to a lot of like the rooftop concert and like Abbey Road and Let It Be recently because I don't know. It was a Halloween party. Oh boy. I don't know. Thing is, maybe I'd have to talk about Jack about doing like the Beatles at some point, but I'm short enough to be Ringo. Hey, so am I. Okay. Fun fact, I was actually going to work on a video. Well, the video is already done. I just need to, like, write the description and make the thumbnail, and that's what my plan was for the stream today. I figured it would mostly just be chatting, though, because I haven't really, they don't do these, but I just assumed that, like, since people would want to see... Since people would want to see, I gotta be okay. I gotta remember my toggles, and it'll come with time. I do actually have an eBay listing up that I am looking at, so if I just 45 minutes, 0 bids. Okay, well, if I can get this thing for $130, I'll be okay. Oh yeah, how is people's Labor Day weekend? If you're in the States, of course. if you're not, then you almost probably didn't have the day off. My Labor Day weekend was fine. Saturday, I tried to do a bunch of schoolwork, and I actually ended up getting it mostly done, but my brain was shot at that point. And then, what did I even do Sunday? Or Saturday night? I was gonna stream, but I didn't end up doing that. I think I just worked on a video. I think I worked on the video that I'm gonna be making the what's it called for? for. And then Sunday I mostly I did a little bit more work, but I mostly just hung out the whole day. I also worked on the video. I think I went to, well, I know I went to church, and then after I came back, what did I do? Did I just read? I think I just read after I came back. I legitimately don't know. And then today, I woke up about an hour later than I should have, but it actually ended up working out in the end. And then I spent about 4.5 hours doing accounting work, like taking notes for accounting. So going through the accounting cycle, and why am I suddenly blanking on what I did today? It was like when you're adjusting entries. That's what I did. You know, like if you have like depreciation and like prepaid rent and accounting for that in your journal, and then your general ledger, and then like trial balances and stuff like that. But I did that for about 4.5 hours. And then I went over to my friend's house, and we played what was it, Arkham Horror, which is like an RPG card game, and mostly just talked. And then I came home, did a little bit more reading for an assignment, and then I got on here, and now I'm here. And then tomorrow I go back on the school grind for the next, 4 days. What did you read? Well, I read Scent. I finally got caught up on that. I don't know. I think I also watched a bunch of, like, I rewatched the Homemade Documentaries Mariner documentary. Well, that wasn't reading, but very good. If you want 4 hours of the Mariner space probes, go ahead. And then, yeah, pretty much. Nice. Yes. Monday I got a Acela brain rotted. Today I'm Manassas Gap brain rotted. Nice. Oh yeah, I also worked on my fictional rare a little bit. I got my St. Louis line mapped. Almost done with the video for the contest. Oh yeah, the Classy Whale contest. I probably could have entered in that if I wasn't doing, like, short lines, runners, and comment stuff. Also, good job on the Lily Rail fan cameo for the Atlanta Transit universe. I haven't made a single video on Atlanta Transit, so I don't know how I could be counted as that. I'm only in Atlanta for, like, maybe 4 months out of the year. So... yeah, so that happened because, like, I realized I'd never actually ridden all of Marta Rail before. I'd ridden most of it, but not all of it. And I'm like, okay, you know what, I should probably ride the whole thing. So I think I said in the Classy Whale Discord that I was gonna ride the whole thing, and Lily, who's like an Atlanta Marta expert, she was like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, sure. So we were on the system, rode the whole thing for like 5 hours, and it was very, very cool. I did SAT, I did do Statesboro Area Transit. However, Statesboro Area Transit is, if you look at where Statesboro is and look at where Atlanta is, you'll distinctively notice that they are on opposite ends of the state. Each state transit universe? Actually, what other Atlanta-focused transit people are there? I legitimately do not know. I just know Lily, and that's pretty much it. I need to do, Chatham County Transit, which is the one in Savannah. Last time I went to Savannah, I did actually want to go over to the transit center to get a card, but I realized it would have been like a 30-minute walk in 100-degree weather, so I just didn't. Although technically the only, like, transit thing I've ridden in Savannah was, I did the bus tour when I was really young, and then when I go to the convention center for like events and whatnot, I ride that, the little ferry, the only ferry. Go see a Savannah Bananas game? I probably should. I mean, technically they're my like local team. I don't know. I don't know when I'd see a Savannah Bananas game, but anyways, you want to work on a video? Let's go ahead and work on a video, my friends. Hold up. Control. Oh yes. Okay. I need to remember my I need to remember my keybinds while also keeping this eBay listing up that ends in like 40 minutes. Can someone set a timer? Can someone set a timer for like 30 minutes or so I can like claim my eBay, my Baltimore and Ohio E8 on eBay? They're a novelty team, not actually a part of the league like the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah, I know. But still, like, they're very, I don't know, as someone who never cared, well, I cared a little bit about baseball because my team are rabid Yankees fans. And, although it's incredibly difficult to be a Yankees fan right now because frankly, they suck. That's a bit of an understatement, but like I'd never really cared for minor league baseball or like things like the Savannah Bananas until maybe like a year and a half ago when I went off to this part of the world and people were like the Savannah Bananas, and I guess now they're just like a big thing. Fries and Nationals, Orioles, how are we worse than the Cubs? I'm saying as the Yankees, but that's besides the point. Oh look, it's the boy who got thrown into RuneScape. You know what? As someone who's never played RuneScape, that is very much true. Okay, friends. I feel like I've been boohoo. The team with twice as many rings as any other team never is having a drought. How terrible. Yeah, I know everyone's, if I'm gonna be honest, kind of rightfully, you know, dunking on us. Heck, I've heard people say, like, I hope, like, Yankees fans, like, oh shit, I hope the Red Sox beat us so, you know, it becomes blatantly obvious that the team needs new management, but that's besides the point. Enough nonsense. I have a video that I want to work on. Let me go ahead and go back to my little corner. Hold up. Okay, how far can I lean back in this while still keeping my face tracking? I don't know, pretty far. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go to the wonderful...
Hello, everybody.
That's my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so here's my wonderful little YouTube channel. Of course, I have the wonderful series known as Short Lines, Runners, and Comment, which I guess is sort of my mainstay series, even if I'm not, like, proud of it a decent chunk of the time. I have this, which I got this video done last night. This is a little, like, short/update video. I keep, like, looking back over at the screen to, like, read chat, because my monitor is right here, and this is my main monitor, but then I keep looking back over here to both view chat and also to just look at my model. So, what I need to do for this video is I need to write the description. I have the credits. Description shouldn't take too long. And then I need to make the thumbnail. And then, of course, I need to upload the stupid thing. Well, that's as easy as just clicking the the public button. So, let me go ahead and bring this over. Here are the credits for the video. So let me open that, and then let me open that because that was the last short I made. Credits. Simple as flopping that over. I'm almost out of storage. Share with others. Anyone with the link. Urger Stonks, congrats on the views. Thank you. The most recent video hasn't gotten a lot of views. Although that one's a weird one because I kind of had to shoehorn a story into a video. So this was originally just going to be about CSX and Ancora, and then I shoehorned the BNSF story into the video, and then by the time I actually could release it, my main part of this video is what happens if CSX and CPKC merge, and now CPKC says we're not going to merge with anybody. So that's the video just became instantly outdated the moment it came out, which probably tanked the view count. But oh well, that's what happens when you comment on the news and you don't have a lot of time to make videos. Like, you can't just drop everything and make a video. Yeah, the timing, it's fine. Listen, if I can get at least a couple hundred views on a video, I'll be happy. Okay. Brackets aren't allowed. How do you spell shenanigans? Or maybe STV shakeup. Shakeup. Update. Channel.
Endeavor Houston. Negative return.
Endeavor copy. Negative return.
Copy. Negative return. Hello, little warriors. Welcome in. Oh, you're rated with a party of 10. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. Hello. What were you up to? I now have my model. I have a 3D guy now. And I'm also working on... I'm writing a description and making a thumbnail for a video, so... what should the thumbnail for this be? Or the description? Like, typically I do a little, you know... Well, I think I mostly just say what's going on. That's basically what I do. I saw that. Thank you, thank you. Crap, I'm late. Don't worry, Kara. It's fine. You're good. Thank you for popping in. You're only like 30 minutes late, but that's fine. I have my model now, as you can see. What does the back of your model look like? Like if he faces the opposite direction? Actually, is that even something you can do in VC Face? Hold up. V Face rotate model. Hold up. I mean, I can just share an image. Hold up. I can just... I mean, I probably should install Blender to, like... I probably should just install Blender so I could actually show people this off this more. I'm trying to find an image. Okay, I could just go into Discord. Hear me, hold up. Hold up, there you go. So that's what the back of it looks like. It's just a pile of floof. I was streaming some Broken Arrow and then some War Thunder. Nice, nice. A very long time ago I used to stream War Thunder. This is like 5-6 years ago at some point I used to stream War Thunder. Hold up. Much has... Hold up. This week... Hold up, I'm typing a description. If anyone... 15 viewers, oh my gosh. I know I don't, like... I always say to myself, it doesn't matter view count, but that's legitimately impressive that enough people... they're here to see the model. Half of those are from the raid. We'll make the thumbnail in a moment. I just need to write the description for this the short line routers and comment short. I also can't spell for the life of me, so I legitimately need to look up how you spell words. How long have you been UNICEF's announcement? Words is spelled WDRS? Okay, yeah, something like that. Sorry, I gotta lock in for a grand total of 2 seconds. This is me reminding I really need to start editing down my VODs at some point and post them. I just throw out my VODs. I legitimately, like, if you just go to my VOD channel, I just throw them up on YouTube. You know, they might get like 2 views. This channel, my VOD channel, has like no videos on it. Yeah, no views on it. Which, I mean, it's more of just like a record for myself than like for people to go back and rewatch, but also included is a channel update. Skip, what is it? Skip to 1 minute 22 seconds. Okay, save. I want to do, I mostly want to do clip highlights of the funny moments in my VODs. Yeah, that's fair. And I've thought about doing those, but it's, I've thought about doing those, but the problem is that it just takes forever to, like, go through a VOD and to, it takes forever to go through a VOD and to, like, find the funny moments and whatnot. I just don't have that time. All of those are fine. Okay. For whatever reason, it thinks that my YouTube is... It thinks that any video I upload is automatically in Polish, which I am not Polish in the slightest, so I don't know why I would think that. How about using YouTube clips as shorts? I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, making these videos, that pretty much takes up a lot of my time. And between school and, like, church things and being an officer at the college anime club and dealing with that, I just, basically most of my free time is spent just making these videos and streaming. I gotta be sleeping. Haven't I streamed? Oh yeah, Luna, because it's like, you're on the other side of the world, so it's like 4 a.m. or something where you are. But good night. Thank you for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Okay, well, now I just need to make a thumbnail. So... Okay, so... Previously... let me go ahead and... take that down for a second. My previous thumbnails... My last thumbnail was kind of, like, very simplified. So that's one thumbnail. This is another thumbnail. This video got the most amount of views. Let me see if I can find as image. The previous thumbnail, I tried to do like a simplification thing to see if it would work. I've been trying a bit more on my thumbnails recently because, frankly, a lot of my thumbnails, kinda suck. Let me actually... A lot of my previous thumbnails I do think actually suck, or I just had, like, Ryan make it for me. But I've been trying... With the past couple of videos...
Build a website.
Shut up. With the past couple of videos, yeah, here's the previous thumbnail. So a bit more simplified, as you can see. The last couple of videos, I've been trying to develop my own thumbnail style, with like the railroad paint schemes and whatever. And you know, I don't know. The past maybe like 5 videos, basically ever since the WNOD video, I've been trying to more nail down a particular style of mine that I think works. I actually like this. Oh, those are Christmas lights. That's a very cool photo. So something sort of similar to this. Let's get up the wonderful entity known as paint.net. Here we go. And what I always do, go to canvas size, right in the middle. So it's 1920 or what is it? 1280. What's the YouTube thumbnail size? Hold up. YouTube thumbnail size. Yeah, 1280 by 720. And then what I always do is, because 1280 by 720 is kind of crunchy, for lack of a better word, I always just make it. Now, most of this video is actually on CPKC and also the Surface Transportation Board, but that's, you know, I can just slap their logo in the corner and be fine. So if we're going with the recent theme, I think I have, then I probably should do like the CPKC logo, shouldn't I? I go into YouTube, hold up. No. Do I even have this file anymore? VOD? Because I have actually made a video like this in the past. If we just go to my YouTube channel and then manage videos, and then I look up this one, the Will It Last one, the thumbnail for this, is that a freaking picture of Keith Creel I put in the corner? I think it is, yeah. So this was a weird trend right after the merger happened, the TPKC merger happened, where it was like, I think the Winnipeg Rail fan made a video where he like fixed the CPKC branding in his opinion, and then Conrail Fan 76 also made like a response to that, and then people were like, my real question was, will this awkward railroad branding even last a couple of years? And it's like, my opinion was probably not. But I decided to basically make my own spoof on that. In this video, actually, this was like almost like, looking back on this video, this is the style I used in this video I think is like the style that I've actually ended up using for the past couple of videos, so. So let me go ahead and basically let's just add that in as a layer. It's why IDKY, but recently a different fonts for every metro area, like Helvetica for the DMV. Interesting, yeah. I don't know, like thumbnails are any like experienced YouTuber will tell you thumbnails do be important, and they legitimately are to like actually get engagement and the whatnot. But for whatever reason, I just never like, oh yeah, the video is done. Maybe it's just because by the time the video finally came out, maybe I should flip this. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this over. I'm plagiarizing my own thumbnail. By the time the actual video comes out, I am just so tired of making the actual video that's like, oh shit, just slap together something so I don't have to work on it anymore. Which is arguably hurt engagement, but you know what? It's fine. I don't know, I'm someone like, I'm talking, there's a group chat with me, Sammy, Hit Transit YouTuber Sammy Marco, Dan, and Dan Hominem, and 29 down the line. We have a little chat with all of us in it. And Sammy was talking about how the engagement on his most recent video I think was on like Innovation Center, the DC Metro station. It's basically the hook for your video. Yeah, exactly. In this video that I'm stealing the thumbnail from, that video that I made actually did pretty well. But it was like, he was talking about how the engagement on his video was like very low, and I'm like, yeah, normally I'm not someone to really care. I don't really care if anyone sees my videos. I mean, it's nice when people do. Does like CPKC have like a branding? They have like a hex code. That's an AI thing, which I refuse to. I refuse to use. Well, I guess it's just. Do I have to look up Canadian Pacific specifically? Okay. Tuscan Red. No, that's Pennsylvania Railroad Red. Okay. And here we go. Canadian Pacific. No. Brainiacs? Yeah, it sucks, honestly. So many good channels, otherwise good content I've watched, you can't stand. Who I can't stand anymore because the thumbnails are just the dumbest clickbait sop to retain viewers looking at you, Anton Petrov. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I guess we're gonna go with Canadian Pacific Candy Apple Red because it's basically the same thing. That's the thing. And I've noticed that often, and Anton makes great stuff. Like I've watched him for a long time now. And not to say I don't think this has happened to him, but it certainly does happen to other channels, I think, where the moment the thumbnails start to degrade, sometimes the video quality degrades as well. I don't know. I'm someone who I don't like, maybe I'm unique for this, but just tell me what the gosh dang video is. I don't like when people intentionally obfuscate what their video is going to be about through the title or the thumbnail, in order to get, like, attention and clicks and whatnot. Actually, I just realized for CPKC, I probably should, like... Hold up. I just realized this thumbnail... This video, the scheme is actually just this. Which, I mean, I actually like this game for the only reason that, in branding, for the only reason that I like incredibly awkward railroad brandings. And there's a long tradition in railroading of just emerged companies slapping together the two the two existing brandings, railroads that came together to form one really awkward branding. And I really like that for whatever reason. It's a uniquely, I don't want to say it's a uniquely railroading thing, but it's something that I think I very much associate with railroads. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, just tell me, tell me what the gosh dang video is. I don't need intentional obfuscation or just straight up clickbait. Just, as I said, just tell me what the video is. If you tell me what the video is, I'll be fine. And that's what I do in my thumbnails, and I think, you know what, the viewership probably suffers because of that, but, like, this is just, it's both a pet peeve and kind of, like, I don't want to say it's like a moral thing, because it makes it sound, you know, weirder than it actually is, but it just like a truth in content creation, I guess you could say, if you want to call it that. I feel like the only time when it's acceptable to have a video like that is when you have something that's intentionally ridiculous, but if you're trying to, like, educate people on something, that's where I'm like, the most soul-shattering thing ever is going on to a YouTube account with new account / incognito mode and putting a single video in the history and then looking at the front page for the average new user. Yeah. It's not the best, I will say. It can be a little bit infuriating. I'm probably overthinking this, but I don't care. Yes, I am moving my head around wildly back and forth. Okay, And the thing is that especially when it comes to science and technology videos on YouTube, there's already so much, like, just incorrect nonsense AI slop that when a person who actually takes the time to put together a proper video that is actually well researched, it actually informs people on what you know, a certain scientific discovery or process or a certain technology or something, when they just slap a clickbaity thumbnail on, it almost feels like they're cheapening their own content. Do they not have Kansas City Southern on here? No KCS? Hold up. Brainiac, save me. Yes, there we go. I mean, if you have people only watching you for the thumbnail and the content, I feel like I'd prefer not to have them watch if that's the case. And that's fair, but I don't know. There's just something about it that makes me uncomfortable. I spent 100 days using primitive tech to train sharks with Mr. Beast. AI generated thumbnail. Maybe this is just me, but has anyone else noticed, like, when you search up YouTube, I mean, I can just show you this right now. Of course, knowing streamer luck, it's going to, not actually do it, but... Okay, yeah. But, I've noticed that in some cases, like when on my laptop, streamer luck did in fact hit that time. But like on my laptop, I've noticed that whenever I click on YouTube, it will take me to it'll just automatically take me to a playlist with AI generated content. Actually, hold up. There's an easier way for me to do this. And that easier way is called this. Oh wait, no. That easier way is called this. I was having a conversation with a couple of my friends about this the other day, like, more like privacy concerns with, you know, the whole YouTube AI child, you know, implementation thing, and I don't know, just general like internet privacy restrictions and whatnot. There we go. And then no, maybe not 500. It'd be like maybe like 300. Yeah, something like that. Okay. And then underneath, just put black. Yeah, there we go. And then what I can do is I can canvas size. We're gonna make this way easier on me. We're gonna go 75, or let's do 90. Okay, maybe not 90. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know where I was going in with that. I lose constant track of what I am saying. Yeah, there we go. And then what is it, like 125? 115? Oop. Resize. And then it's 115. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Let me actually go... Oh, shit. This eBay bid ends in 7 minutes. Am I not logged into my eBay? Yes, I am. Yeah, we'll bid... Hold up. Let me go ahead... Let me keep up that eBay bid in the background. $25.60. Okay. $25.60. And then $14.40. Okay, there we go. So that's the base thumbnail. We'll go ahead and save this as short for thumbnail. Okay. We can exit out of that. Okay. Now I don't actually have the chat up because I'm looking at this eBay thing. Hold up, let me bring this up on my phone. If someone has joined in, thank you, but I am currently probably buying something I shouldn't, but, you know, doesn't everyone do that now and then? You know, I'm gonna justify this to myself by saying that this is my birthday present, because my birthday's in, like, a couple of days. Gloriana Norway, do I detect? Yes, hello. Speaking of AI, I've seen a great train speed video. Not only was the information several months behind, they only got 60% of it factually right. I do not watch that channel. Let's see. What? Hold up. What is it? Trying to find the font that's similar. That is not close to the font at all. Hold up. Futura Bold. I know it's an AI thing, but, like, it takes me, and I don't trust it, but it takes me, like, 5 minutes. Do I not have Futura Bold? No. Oops. Fonts? OPAC, KCS. Pressure tank, regular The Rock. Here, okay. Futura Bold. Yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and just download that file. No? Okay, you know what? I don't... Actually, do I just not? I swear I already had this. Yeah, there we go. Futura PT Bold. Oh, I need to create an account for this. You know what? I'm just gonna wait until I have 2 minutes. I hit my microphone. I have 2 minutes, 33 minutes left on this eBay bid. So I'm just gonna continue to look at that. That reminds me, I recently was looking on eBay and saw a Broadway Limited IS-1A basically going for $250 on eBay, basically brand new. Nice, nice. 250, that's not bad in the slightest at all. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Here, let me just go ahead and close my display capture and then just bring my eBay bid over to here. Bring that up, bring that up. Okay. Trust me, friends, I am currently here, let's also get me up in the big screen right there. Edit details. Actually, no. I'll change. I need to change to where the ship's to because shipping address. Yeah, that's my house. That's my college house. Oh. I don't want to 55 seconds left. I'm currently the winner. Probably because this is a bit too much money. Determining the winner. Please refresh the page. Did I win? Is Operation Little Treat? Wait. Wait, my eBay, hold up. Wait, watch list. Wait, did I not get it? Purchase history, hold up. Oh, wait, never mind, I did get it. Okay. I'm now the proud owner of a Wathers B&O E8. I'm gonna get one coach to go with this, so I can model a B&O commuter train, circa like 1973 or something. Okay, let me go ahead and this is the biggest impulse buy known to man. Okay, well, I guess let me go ahead and show you what I bought. You know what? I would show you what I bought, but it's kind of blurry. Hold up. B&O authors, I bought one of these because if I look up Point of Rocks MD 70s, hold up. Here we go. I want to model these late era B&O like passenger trains and commuter trains where it's literally just one E8 and a coach, like a 56-seat coach. I paid way too much money for that, but we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, back to, I need to finish this. Hold up, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and download this, like, file. Okay. Hold up. Mark should do a heritage game for the B&O. Yeah, they'd have to do B&O, like, chassis system, like, early Maryland Department of Transportation, and they'd have to do Pennsylvania, Penn Central, and, like, Conrail. So you'd have to do 4? Oh, no, wait, 6. How many? How does one count? They'd have to do a number of heritage units, I would say. Now, what I actually am going to do is I am going to blur that in the background. Maybe not the Broketh blur. And then I should have installed the proper font. Futura book? Yes. Short lines, rail. Okay. Comment short number 4. And then okay. There we go. And then you know, I think that's acceptable. uh Okay. Well, I also got to center this. So it actually works well. Because if I don't center it, I'm going to notice forever, and it's gonna drive me up the frickin' wall. This is what I always do with my thumbnails. I always like. Oh, no. I paid way too much money for that. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's fine. Oh, don't want to take off my hat. It's fine. I have... It was a DCC ready model. I have a decoder for it, so... I don't even have any track here at school. Oh well. Operation Little Treat. We are so back. It's so Jover. We are so back. I don't know. 8:30. What time do I want to wake up tomorrow? Like 6? I don't know. 6 is when I normally wake up during the weekdays at 6. I woke up at 9 today, which is like, oh my gosh, scandalous. Up, you can't actually see shit through there, but I don't think that'll matter anyways. Up, that's Steam. I don't have anywhere to run this. Why? I know, sometimes the voices just say, buy model train. Okay, but it is my birthday in a few weeks. I can justify this by saying that it's my birthday in a few weeks, and that I will inevitably be getting money for my birthday. Including... I don't know, I said I was gonna buy myself a new bike, and I still might be buying myself a new bike. Hold up. Well, like a bike, I don't know. A bike is what, like $100? Or a... I went with one of my friends. She needed a new bike, but she didn't have any way to like get it. She didn't have any way to get to the Walmart because, you know, taking Statesboro area transit would take like 50 bajillion years, and I don't even know if she knows that exists. Uh, but she's like, "Oh yeah, you have a truck. Can you help me, with getting my bike?" And I'm like, "Sure, I can do that." She went to Walmart and she got like a $300 bike. Um, it was like a fancy bike, and I asked the bike guy, I was like, "Well, how much does like a normal bike cost?" And he's like, "Well, $100." So, okay. But yeah, sorry, I'm counting like, hold up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Um, okay. Oop, I've been pinged. Where have I been pinged? Oh, I've been pinged in the sent bird. Okay. Loki want a Vespa, but it's Pete Road Hell. You know what? That's fair. STB logo. This thumbnail, I probably would have had this thumbnail done by now if I wasn't streaming. Wait, hold up. I have a CRISPR STB logo. Yeah, there we go. One that's not like 8 pixels wide or something stupid like that. That doesn't need to be center. Actually, yeah, it does need to be. Sorry, I am... There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay. I have like... I get like clip art of the White House. Parent. My cute graphics, thank you. This is so incorrect. DC doesn't have buildings that tall. Listen, the White House isn't that big of a building, but even then... Oh well. Can I just get, like, the logo? Because they do have a logo. Canvas size. Okay, yeah, that's pretty big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You know, this is what the stream is truly about. It's to prove whether or not that I can count. Okay. Hold up. Give me a second. Yeah, alright. Let's see. You know what? I think that is good for now. I'm gonna save it as a paint.net file, and then I'm gonna save it as a PNG. We'll see how this one does. We'll see how this one does. Let me go ahead and flatten the canvas. And exit out of that. Now the only thing that I have left to do is to go over here, add thumbnail, save, public, click save, there we go, new video is out. I always do like a pinned comment. Comment in 5 minutes. Typically what delineates a short in an episode is like if a short, if it's between like 0 and I've been listening to a lot. Yeah, okay, you can see what my recommendations mostly. The primary difference between like a short and a video is that, hold up, let me go ahead, get rid of this display capture, I don't need it anymore. Yeah, the primary difference is that a video, like an actual episode, is like 10 minutes, is what I'm generally going for. I've gotten really good at just writing those episodes to be specifically 10 minutes long, and that's really funny. Funny. Like, oh, it's probably a good thing. Because then it doesn't drag on, but it then also doesn't, it's not like too short, and then it's enough time where I can talk about most of the things I want to talk about. And then a short is basically anything that's, I guess you could say, under, if it's like under 7 minutes, or around 5 minutes, I guess I should say. If it's around 5 minutes, it's short. If it's around 10 minutes, if it's an episode, I guess. So okay. So that's up. Yeah, don't know when I'm gonna make a next video. Has anything actually happened in like the past 3 days over the weekend? Nothing much. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm gonna make another video because I've kind of talked about all the things that I want to talk about right now that I think I really can talk about right now. I don't know. I'm just like going on. Not really. I don't know. I talked about it. Sorry, I'm just like reading articles now. Let's see. I'll read this article later. But it's about premises firing, which I do actually talk about in the video. What else? I mean, anything y'all want to talk about? I'm pretty much done with everything that I wanted to get done today. I could, in theory, go to bed right now, but that's kind of lame. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I just spent way too much money. Let me check my bank account. You know what? That's something that I should do right now. No, let's group me. Tomorrow, the logistics school at my college is having like a cookout festival thing. They're like they're gonna grill, there's gonna be hot dogs, hamburgers, all that fun stuff. What was I doing? Oh yeah, checking my bank account. Gotta type in my password to my bank account. Only the most thrilling stuff here on the Shortline 819. Okay. You know what? Where was I at the beginning of the month? That is primary question. Okay, so I've spent about $800 in the last month, which, I mean, I have just like $6,000 sitting in a bank account, and also like another $200 in a savings account that I don't even really use anymore, and then like a couple in stocks, like a bunch of railroad stocks, and then also like a bunch, like 3,000 in a Roth IRA. So I think I'm pretty well set financially. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna be. Thoughts on 2025 so far in terms of freight and transit, good or bad? Transit, I'd want to say slightly bad. I think it's better than it probably could have been. But like still not ideal. Freight railroading, a wild year. I don't know where things are getting interesting, and you know what, I like that. I like when nothing ever happens. Okay, nothing ever happens, I know it's the meme, but when it comes to things, I wouldn't say it's good or bad in terms of the freight stuff, the class 1 side, or just freight railroading in general. I'd just say it's interesting. I think next year's gonna be so pivotal. Oh my gosh. Not just for everything that's going on, but also for me, because hopefully next year I actually get myself an internship. Because on the 16th, my college is having a career fair, and for my major, because my major is supply chain, and one of the groups there is Norfolk Southern, so I get to make my impression with them. So that's going to be fun. Also slightly terrifying, but that'll be fun. Companies like C.H. Robinson, which is a trucking company, and JB Hunt are going to be there as well. Gulfstream, all those fun people. I've been working on like my resume and perfecting my resume, and the resume people are probably being driven up the wall because I've submitted like 5 versions of my resume in the past 2 weeks. And then I actually got a professional picture done of myself in like proper business attire. It was provided free by the college. Just went in there, took a bunch of photos, and that's fine. I mean, coming up in terms of me, like, anime club is fine. A lot of new people started showing up to that, so that's cool. We have professional shortline indeed. We have our first, so like at Anime Club, we have event nights where, like the big one is PowerPoint night, where you get to basically present a PowerPoint on anything you want. But our first one is a classic watch and games party. So we've started talking about, that one's going to be on the 13th. So we've started talking about how exactly we're going to you know, go about doing that. So probably work on that more tomorrow, considering it is like 8:50. Yeah, everything. You know what? Everything's fine. Could be worse. Yeah, eh, yeah. Could always be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. You gotta look on the bright side of life. Uh. Okay. I'm just checking Discord at this point, so. But you know what? I think I'll probably wrap it up in a few minutes. You know what? I saw a meme that I'll probably watch in a little bit. Not right now. Yeah, we could have a world dominated by American-style BRT shivers. I actually need to talk to Lily about the Atlanta BRT that's happening that I know exists, but I don't know a single other thing about it. Actually, what are the launches? Let's go to here. Let me. I gotta like do that carefully. Let's pick up next space flight real quick, just as like a little finale to see what the heck is going on. Starlink. Okay, so the usual basically. Yeah. Starlink. Nostra Lima, Tranche 1 Transport Layer, that's a VOD thing, correct? Yeah, Space Development Agency, that's a part of the Space Force, I think? Progress. The next Cygnus launch, also on a Falcon 9. Another Falcon 9. Project Kuiper. New Glenn, the next New Glenn launch, Escapade, September 29th. That's a Mars mission, actually. It's two CubeSats to Mars, so it'll be fun to see that. And I can't believe, like, it's so bizarre. Like, whenever a new rocket launches for the first time, right? Whenever a new rocket launches for the first time, it's always bizarre because you always just see, you know, these things take years and years and years to develop, right? And like this occurred with Starship, this occurred with Falcon Heavy, this occurred with SLS. Any new rocket, Vulcan, anything new, especially anything new that's really big. It's like the first few launches are almost always so magical because it's like, oh my gosh, actually real. It's not just a render on my computer screen, it's something that actually flew. And obviously Falcon 9 launches like once every 3 days at this point. And then, you know, Falcon Heavy, I mean, Falcon Heavy's a little bit special, but not like overly special. And then, you know, Vulcan was fun, and then SLS is always crazy. And, you know, Starship's always crazy, but like Starship's gone from it's like just a render on a computer screen or some prototype tanks out in South Texas. Like, oh yeah, Starship's a real thing. You know, it launches. Sometimes works. But with like New Glenn, it's like, man. Especially with Blue Origin, because they're a very secretive company, they don't really put out much about themselves. It's like, when New Glenn launched, it's like, man, this rocket that people have dunked on for supposedly just being on paper for the past dozen years, it actually flew. And that's going to be really exciting to see when it flies again. Yeah, more Falcon 9s, of course, more. HTVX, that's Japan's new resupply vehicle for the ISS. Yeah, we're getting into like November on the schedule at this point. Falcon Heavy, wait a second. Oh, this is a lunar mission. Being launched on a Falcon Heavy? Okay. Rocket equals debt. I mean, I don't really understand what you mean by that, but quick for an actual human on the moon mission. I mean, Artemis 2 is the flyby, the lunar flyby with Orion. Crewed lunar flyby. That's net February, and then Artemis 3, which is the actual lunar landing mission, hopefully 2 years from now, although probably slightly beyond that. Neutron demo flight, that's going to be crazy. Hello, Berkshire Maniac, welcome in. Yeah, this is like, we're out this far where, you know, it's not even like just net 2025. It's like, yeah, we don't know, which basically means that it might launch this year, it might not. Okay. Yeah, Artemis 2, February 2026. Although apparently they are actually ahead of schedule on this thing, so we'll get the purple line before Artemis 3. I don't know. Actually, when is the purple line scheduled to open? Purple line opening date. 2027? Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the purple line and Artemis 3 happen at basically around the same time. That would be really funny. The New Glenn is not small. Starship isn't on this, but there's a better photo. Although I think that's a Block 1 Starship. That's not a Block 2 or Block 3, so then we get to GTA 6. Of course, of course. I find it so funny because, like, New Glenn... What are the statistics of New Glenn? Hold up. I mean, that's what it looks like on the pad, where we're actually launching. Hey look, Google AI is terrible, and it legitimately broke when I tried to look this up, which is why you should never trust it. I know Wikipedia isn't the best source, but generally these numbers are fine. Okay, so it's 98 meters tall. New Glenn... Let me bring this over here so I don't... Delayed? Yeah. Up. No earlier than... Here. Let's bring this up. New Glenn launches from 32 Complex 3, Space Launch Complex 36. This is Slick 36 right here. This is where New Glenn launches from. I don't think there are any photos you can get over here. Yeah, there's none like. Launch Complex 36 was originally built for Atlas Centaur, which I love. Atlas Centaur. It's Atlas Centaur is such an aesthetically pleasing rocket. Well, there's a really good photo of Atlas Centaur. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. That's it, launching Pioneer 10, which was mission to Saturn and Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter. Pioneer 11, I think, was to Saturn, but so that's the same launch complex in 1972. Atlas Centaur is... Does it not give me statistics? Encyclopedia Astronautica, which also isn't... Atlas Centaur 1962. I mean... Length... Oh, that just means height. So that's 105 feet. Atlas Centaur. It's a 105-foot rocket. And then New Glenn is nearly 3 times the size. So we have this pad, which was originally built for a rocket, well, Atlas Centaur, and then now it's launching on New Glenn, which is 3 times the size of the original rocket that was meant to launch there. I mean, this is just the Wikipedia page for New Glenn. Yeah, just the one launch so far. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. New video already has 4 whole views. Last one only has 193, and the one before it is 2.3k. Okay, yeah. Numbers do be numberin', as they say in the business. Okay, so... Hold up, I gotta type something out. Okay. But thank you. Thank you, Gam. Thank you, Berkshire Maniac. Thank you, Little Warriors. Floriana Norway. Spud. Luna. Kara. Crimson. Rizwan. Pouch, also for the follow. I'm gonna end the stream here. I guess I gotta find someone to raid, considering I have 14 viewers, and it'd be kind of rude just to dump you here. But thank you all for watching. I will be back this Friday for Railroader with the boys. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid my primary stream inspiration, Mr. EJSA. He's playing Stationeers. So I guess we'll raid him, because without EJ I probably would not be here streaming. So thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.